What up, gamers? I've had the flu or something for a few days, so I've been locked in the flesh crawler room nonstop. And in my NyQuil-fueled stupor, I finally actually came up with a new, slight improvement to my flesh crawler strategy. Still figuring shit out after like 5,000 hours of being in this stupid room. So I figured it was finally time that I just make an actual guide on how to do flesh crawlers properly and make it the most XP and most AFK that you can. This is the most AFK combat XP you can get in free-to-play. It's basically the nightmare zone of free-to-play. XP rates get up to like 40 to 50k an hour at 99 strength if you're potting and praying. And at high strength, if you're not potting or praying, it's still over 40k easily. So it's a pretty powerful AFK option, especially good for free-to-play regs, because free-to-play Iron Men miss out on prayer XP, and free-to-play regs don't have to care about that. You can AFK these for 10 minutes at a time, and that's because that's how long monsters stay aggressive to you. So every 10 minutes you're going to have to move your character some distance to reset the aggression and then run back into the room. Gear setup is simple, just, wear full rune. I don't have a shield right now because I'm a dumb UIM and don't want to have a shield right now, but you should bring a shield. Wear a plate body because these attack with slash, so chain body is worse. Chain body is only good for crush defense. And yeah, just get the best slash defense you have. You can start doing these probably with like full addy, but you probably cannot AFK for 10 minutes with full addy. You're going to need full rune. And I ran the numbers, and at 40 def with full rune, still your average damage taken per 10 minutes is 33. And usually I leave like double what your average damage is to reset or to like eat up or whatever. So I'd say like if you're under 65 HP at 40 def, you probably can't full AFK these for 10 minutes reliably without dying sometimes. But even if that means you just have to check and eat food every 5 minutes, that's still pretty damn AFK. So next fun fact is that there are actually 3 different levels of flesh crawlers in the level 2 of the Strong Lift Security. These are the highest level ones, level 41, and this is like the sort of mid-southwest room, not all the way southwest. This is the room that most higher level players use, but if you are below level 88 combat, below level 89, so 88 or lower, don't use this room because these zombies are level 44, and they will be aggressive to you if you're below 89 combat. And they hit harder than fleshies and are worse XP per hour than fleshies. So just go to this room, all the way to the southeast. There's lower level fleshies, they hit less hard, and there's no zombies. Just use that room. The reason that higher level players don't is because it tends to be more crowded. But for someone who's like pretty low stats, and you're just going to get ragged by the zombies, and you're not going to be able to AFK as hard because they're going to hit you harder. So use the southeast room until you're 89 combat, and then come here is my recommendation. There's also another flesh crawler room to the northwest, and those I think are the same level as these ones, and there's zombies that are a bit higher level than the zombies in here, so I don't really see much advantage to that. I think the aggro resets are also worse, but I haven't actually personally tested, so maybe that's something worth trying out. For this vid, I'm going to show you the strat for this room because this is the room that I recommend using if you're planning to train here long term. Alright, so let's look at plugins. Number one plugin you need is NPC Aggression Timer. This is the plugin that gives you this timer saying how long until NPCs become unaggressive, and also gives you the lines of what your current aggression zone is. So once you cross over any of this line, then you will reset the aggression timer. This plugin, when you first turn it on, will probably show a question mark, and you need to like teleport somewhere for it to be calibrated and start working. So yeah, like I would just install it and turn it on before you Skull Scepter Telly to get to the stronghold. Idle Notifier can be handy. I have some custom menu swaps and grind items which are not really necessary, but I'll just flash those on screen if you want to quickly take a look. I think I just have custom swaps and then custom hides. And ground items I use just for like highlighting items I want to pick up and hiding items that I don't want to be able to left click on, so like these are right click only to pick up. But yeah, these are small things, so it doesn't really matter that much. As far as stuff you should bring, if you're a regular account, definitely bring strength pots and food. That'll make your trips longer, and strength pots will make your XP rate higher. Another option is you can wear, like if you have pretty high defense, you can wear a monk robe bottom and then pray the burst of strength, and that will pretty much always get you +1 max hit. and that prayer now lasts for like a really long time if you have a pretty high prayer level. Even if you have like 50 prayer, it probably lasts like 30 minutes, so it's pretty good. So you can also do like shorter trips, reset your prayer and tele back, and be getting a little bit faster XP, but that's kind of up to you. And if you're an Iron Man, you can, if with high def, you can do like 2+ hour trips with full rune and a kite without any food, and just, you know, go to Ferox reset, and the reset is only like 2 minutes or something, so you really don't need food. But if you want your trips to last forever, you can go and get kebabs. It's really up to you. Doesn't matter that much. You can also train ranged on these, which is pretty much identical. Just wear ranged armor and probably like a rune full helm. You could even wear like a rune chain, and your XP rate would probably be hardly any different. Your trips would be a bit longer. But yeah, for regs, you can buy addy arrows for dirt cheap, and just it's pretty much exactly the same as training with melee. And last thing before I show you my secret new strats, please, for the love of God, if you're going to crash somebody, just stand under them instead of standing like here or whatever, because the flesh crawlers will, like, this one will target you, and then this one will target me, and then this one will target you, and they'll all just get stuck, and you're just ragging yourself and somebody else, which is really fucking annoying. So please, just top worlds at least like 3 times before crashing somebody maybe, and if you're going to crash someone, just stand under them, so then you don't get all of the monsters locked up, and both of you will still get pretty fine XP rates if there's 2 of you there. It's actually like probably less than 10% different. So if you're going to crash someone, just please stand under them, please. All right, so let's take a look at what a trip reset will look like, and how you can set up your aggression zones for making it as seamless as possible to reset your aggros. So use the grouping system teleport. You can use this every 20 minutes to teleport to clan wars. And you can use the portal there to reset your stats. Obviously, I don't need to reset, but I'm just going to show you guys for the video. Definitely recommend having a skull scepter, but you can also get back with the canoe system or something like that. It's not too much slower. So run over to the white portal called Free For All Portal, and you just enter this portal and then tele. Make sure your NPC aggression zone plugin turned on, and I guess you have to complete the first couple levels of the stronghold to be able to quickly run through. All right, so once you get down to level 2, tele to the middle. What you're going to want to do once you get into the main fleshy room is, you could do like 1 10-minute here if you want first, but you can also just do it right now. So run all the way south, go through this western door, and go over this aggro line from that tile. And then you can go through either one of these doors, but make sure you go through this western door and then start running north. So I'm going to click on this western door, and then click on the minimap all the way north, and then click on the southern door here. The exact tiles are kind of important to get the aggression zones just right. And then once you have it set up properly, then it'll be easy to do. So make sure you mark good tile. This is the good tile to stand on. It's the one that the crawlers get blocked on the least. So it's just 2 east of this little bone pile right here, kind of in the northwest of the room. And now you can start doing your AFKing, and then after your 10 minutes are up here, what you're going to want to do is run to this tile, 1 east of my marked tile north here. So for the longest time I was running to this tile, which is also fine, but doing this way is slightly better, and I'll show you why. So on your first reset, run to here. It will be, so if you take a closer look, this aggression zone is going like this. I have no idea why aggression zones in RS work the way they do, but it's going like this. It's going 1 north and then like this. Step here, run back into the room. Get back onto your good tile, AFK for 10 minutes. Next, step on this tile, the one with the little like dots here. You have to click on this tile, because if you just run south, it will land you on this tile instead, because that's 2, 4, 6 tiles away, and you run 2 tiles per tick, and that will fuck up the zone. So go to this tile, click on it. It'll take like 3 ticks, 2 ticks running, 1 tick walking, run back. And now you have this right here. Do you see what's happening here? So there's your aggression zone is this area to the north and this area to the south, and there's this one tile row in between where you can reset the aggression, and it's quite close to you. So you get another quick, inconvenient reset spot. My run energy is going to run out soon because I'm a freaking noob. But so what happens now on your next reset, you just run up here. It's like also, I think, a 3-tick run back. And then your third re-aggro in the cycle will be up here on this green tile. So you're now from here on going to alternate between green tile to the north, which is the slowest re-aggro. I don't know, it takes maybe like 10 seconds or something. And then you're going to do this tile to the south and then this tile right here. And alternating between those three, 2 out of the 3 are like extremely fast, just 3 ticks each way. And the optimization that I discovered in my NyQuil fueled stupor, as I was saying at the beginning of this video, is what I used to do is run to this tile first and then this tile on the start of a trip. And that would result in the tile, like the row of tiles to reset, being on a different point in the cycle of 3 reset points, such that you'd be running from this tile to this tile. I have this one marked still. I guess I can actually get rid of that now probably. And you'd have to manually path to this tile and make sure that you don't step on this line, so that you start here and run, so that you move 2 tiles in 1 tick to land on this one and then run over. So it's a bit more of a nuisance, and sometimes I would mess it up if I wasn't paying attention. But doing it this way, I'll show you. You reset to the north and you don't get the row here, so I can just right click on this tile, path directly back, not have to worry about stepping on this row, which will happen when you're just normally pathing back from here. And then, yeah, my run energy is about to run out, but then, as you can see, if I reset to here, now I have this one. It's beautiful, man. I'm so happy. It's the smallest optimization ever, but that's the kind of thing that makes you happy when you do the same thing for a really long time. So last thing I want to mention is that I came up with a strategy a while ago to use an alt to get rid of all of the zombies and rats in the room, because they're kind of annoying. Sometimes they end up kind of just standing in a circle around you and blocking all of the flesh crawlers, and it pisses me off. So I came up with a way to fix that, which is to take an alt and have it aggro all of the zombies and rats. I think there's 7 zombies and 3 rats, and then just stand behind this wall so that all of them stand here and they don't target your account. So I have a video on my second channel showing how to set that up. It's kind of, when you first are figuring out how to do it, it's going to be tedious and you're probably going to fuck it up a lot and be annoyed. And I would say it increases your rates by maybe like 1k XP an hour. So it's not like a huge deal, but it could make a difference if you're planning to do thousands of hours of these like I do. But that is a highly optional method, so I'll just link you guys to that video if you're curious. I think that's all the info I've accumulated so far over my years of doing fleshies, so hopefully that's helpful. Please remember to either stand under or hop if you're going to be in the same world as someone else. Yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.